Here I'm making the lateral branch of the front shoe. So I'm making that heel that I demonstrated the other day. It looks like the roof of a house. So two equal angles coming in from either side to meet in the middle of the stock. So you have a very defined end to the heel. It's a symmetrical shape, unlike the lateral hind heel, which is not a symmetrical shape. It's more or less one angle. And then to the horn, and watch my tongue hand drop. The hammer more or less keeps striking in the same place. Don't overbend your branch. You can always add more bend. It's easier to add more bend than it is to unbend or take bend out of the branch. And then again, the angle of the stamp to give me the proper pitch or angle for the nail holes, and then the pritchel is copying the angle of the stamp. Most angle at the toe, least or no angle at the heel. Then I work the foot surface of the shoe and the outer edge foot surface. So I'm running around and taking off that sharp outer edge with my hammer. So I've got a sloped face on the outer edge foot surface of the shoe all the way to the heel. So now I'm going around and addressing the inner edge of the foot surface and then the outer edge of the foot surface. So the shoe is slightly saucered. So the inner edge is not going to sit on the horse's hoof. So here I'm forging the medial heel and safing off the medial branch. So the medial heel is just like a heel on the foreshoe, just like a roof of a house. So two equal angles meeting in the center of the stock to give us a distinct end to the shoe. And then flatten the branch, or flatten the heel before I go ahead and bend the branch. So I got one little move there where I just tap the branch to make it a little bit tighter than the lateral branch, and then form the quarter bend. As you can see, it's really a pretty focused bend in the back part of the branch, with a straightish part from the toe to the quarter bend, and then a straightish part from the quarter bend to the heel. And then of course stamp the nail holes. So it's really just a repeat of what you've done on the other shoe and the other branches, with some very small modifications. So here we have the hind roughed out, as you'll see. So now to finish the front shoe, we're working on the medial branch. I'm safing it off here, closing in the outer edge in the back part of the branch. And then I form the heel, which again is like the roof of a house. So the end of the heel is right in the center of the stock with two equal angles. So we keep working at it until I've got a completely closed up end to the stock. A piece of concave is really like a piece of tube, a three-sided tube. And then I'm going to go to the horn and see where I reset my tongs, and then the tongs drop and the hammer and tongs give the shape of the branch over the horn. Just repeat the nail hole forming process. Try and be as consistent as possible. If your heat is the same, your hits are the same, and the number of hits are the same, and the force is the same, then you should get the same result. So you should have consistent nail holes. Angle on the pritchel appropriate for the horse's hoof that the shoe is going to go on. So more angle at the toe, less angle at the heel. And then I'm forging off that outer edge on the foot surface so that I've got a nice bevel on the shoe, so that I don't really need to grind the shoe to put a bevel on it. It's hammered on. And then after I've done that, I'll go around and I'll hammer the inner edge on the foot surface and the outer edge on the foot surface. You want to make sure that there's no pressure on the horse's sole from the inner edge of the shoe, especially a foreshoe. So I like to go around with the round face of my hammer before the shoe goes on the horse's hoof and push away that inside edge to make sure it's seated out or pushed away from the sole of the horse's hoof.